And here we are back to do the tail. I like to hold the tail down or straight up so I can have a good access to it, for one, to trim it, and to keep the doggy from wiggling it in a way that it would be dangerous to have it around the shear. I like to keep the hair falling downwards so I can do a nice and even trim, and it's gonna be easier for you to know where the bony part is so you can avoid it easier. Moose's mom likes the tail to be shorter, proportional with the body, and but still a little bit fluffy. I'm using the big chunkers here to work fast to set the length, and for tail, even if you are not using more fine thinning shear, then you're gonna be totally good to go, because the tail is totally fine, left a little bit more rough looking, if you will. I'm doing the same length all over the tail. I'm moving the hair a little bit so it's gonna be easier to see me which parts are sticking out. I'm trying to hold the shear parallel with the tail, using some combing again to see the parts sticking out, and following it up with the thinning shear where it needs to be seen. I like to hold my finger and show myself and kind of alert myself while the tip of the hair, the tip of the bony part is on the tail, so I can keep it safe. And whenever I see the need to do a little trim and combing around the butt or surroundings, I go ahead and do it. And there's a huge chunk of hair which will be very satisfying to trim up. Great. And using a little bit more combing to see whether there's anything to be trimmed.